There are no fewer than 7 changes in that Dunfermline team, which is ravaged by injuries and suspensions, eliminating 8 of the squad, which has done so well this season. Alan Moore and David Bingham have a chance to impress, as has Mark McCulloch in midfield. He'll be joined there in the engine room by 19-year-old local boy John Fraser, who's been knocking on the first team door all season. Even if a full squad had been available, he would have made his debut today. He's a very highly rated young player in these parts. The one big decision for Kilmarnock manager Bobby Williamson was whether to include Alec Burke now that he's recovered from injury. Caution prevails, so he's sharpening up with the reserves. Otherwise, the team is on familiar lines, with David Bagan continuing wide on the right after his appearance for the Scotland under-21s in Sweden. And wearing 11 is 24-year-old former Celtic and Stoke City player Gary Holt, who's preferred again to Colin McKee as Burke's replacement. He made his first appearance of 1997 2 weeks ago against Hibs, and he certainly now has a chance of a cup final place against Falkirk. And the match referee is the experienced figure of Jim Herald from Newton Mills. If you want to spark a furious reaction from the Dunfermline management team, just suggest to them that Dunfermline have nothing to play for in this match and they won't be fully motivated. Nothing could be further from the truth, because Dunfermline face the prospect of their highest ever Premier Division finish and their highest placing in the last 28 years in the Scottish League. So they are driven here with that ambition, and Kilmarnock of course have the opportunity to ease their relegation worries prior to their cup final appearance in 3 weeks' time. So 2 sides liable to be fired up for the occasion, and that should make for very good entertainment. Great chance early on for Alan Moore. I wonder if he regrets trying to hit that so hard. Very simply created a long throw, indecision there in the Kilmarnock defence. It was a very good chance in the volley for Moore. This is French, played much of the season in midfield. Good understanding shown there with Moore, who was held. Clear foul there by Dylan Kerr, and the referee gives the free kick, having words also with Kerr. Number 3 there, chasing 7, who's quicker. Jersey Poole, resulting in the free kick. Kerr acknowledged that foul instantly. In hope of avoiding any further sanctions, I think. Then Beeman's free kick. Fine effort by French. He's enjoying himself all right this afternoon. Whipped in free kick there by Den Beeman, met at the near post by French. Headed on by McIntyre. He gets up so well for these balls. He really is a handful for central defenders now. By Moore, that was French again. Careless one there by MacPherson. Bingham! Good save by Lekovic. An inquest going on in the Kilmarnock defence. It was Gus MacPherson who created all the problems. With this loose clearance, it was an easy one, surely, to put his safety. I don't know what he was thinking about there. And Bingham didn't make good contact. The manager clearly agitated, looking for a big performance here. Now Smith, then Beeman. Was there a push in the box by McGowne and French? Kilmarnock supporters thought so. French certainly went spinning there. Well, the ball was coming across, but it's still Dunfermline in possession, and Alan Moore is off the field on the far side. But when that ball came across the face of goal, you'll see here, as then Beeman whips the ball in, suddenly French went down. Very awkward there for Fraser. Tough tackle by Todd on Wright. The ball was certainly bouncing, but Todd went in high. Paul Wright's in some distress here. This is a major worry. Look at the damage there. A cut at the top of the knee. The studs clearly caught him there. Well, it was John Fraser initially who was in some difficulty with the bouncing ball. Paul Wright trying to take advantage there. The ball is bouncing as Andy Todd comes in high and recklessly. It wasn't a pleasant tackle by any means. He's clearly in a lot of distress, Paul Wright, and I wonder if this in any way could be ominous with the cup final in mind. Not a bad replacement though, Scotland B international, Tom Brown. Not a happy man, I suspect, Bobby Williamson, on the evidence of the opening half hour's play. And having lost Paul Wright too, that's a major worry. Bingham. Smith is through the middle, French trying to join him. Long throw from McCulloch here. Todd is going forward to the edge of the area. Target though is Smith. Cross it goes to Todd! 1-0 to Dunfermline. Well, they cannot begrudge that goal with the balance of play in the opening 36 minutes. And Andy Todd's arrival not picked up. He went forward for this long throw. Bad defending there by Kilmarnock. Good ball across by Smith. Todd was unmarked and Lekovic was helpless. Well, that's a good simple goal this, but very loose defending by Kilmarnock. That's a fine ball across from Andy Smith. And Todd, who was simply not picked up when he advanced on the back. Goal number 4 of the season for Andy Todd. Kerr playing it long, and Bingham is the player back. Westwater did well. Put on the pressure initially by the header from David Bingham, which wasn't very accurate. Skidding away from the keeper. Bagan coming in there could have caused a problem for the keeper. He hadn't been alert and quick in the recovery. Well, half-time it is. Dunfermline leading by a goal to nil, and there can be no argument that that's justified on the balance of play in the first half. Andy Todd, having been involved in the incident which saw the end of Paul Wright's contribution to the play, headed the only goal in 36 minutes after a good play by Andy Smith inside the box. But Kilmarnock really have not performed yet in this match, and that's a major surprise with their Premier Division status at stake. At half-time, it's Dunfermline 1, Kilmarnock 0. If you're wondering why the home team Dunfermline has changed from their normal black and white stripes, the answer is that they wanted to play in their normal strip, but the referee would not allow Kilmarnock to wear their stripes against the Dunfermline stripes. The result was that Kilmarnock, having no change of strip with them, had to allow Dunfermline to make the change. So dictated there by the referee. So Kilmarnock coming into this match after 8 games without defeat and showing none of the form to justify that, in trouble again as John Fraser goes through, trying to cap his debut with a goal. Good play again from Dunfermline, who always looked the hungrier side right from the start of the match. That pass played in by Alan Moore, good running by Fraser from midfield, didn't quite catch that properly. This must have been one of the clearest performances in the first half that Bobby Williamson watched from his side in recent weeks. Good header there by Todd, strong going for the ball. But Kilmarnock really do appear to need some inspiration from some area of the team. Tom Brown, willing as ever, plenty of movement from him up front. It's towards Holt, a very ambitious, difficult pass. He's done well, Holt. The save by Westwater from McIntyre. Carelessness in defence by Dunfermline, almost punished. Tom Brown played this pass over the top of Andy Todd. Now it really shouldn't have been troublesome, but the inexperience of young Fraser almost cost Dunfermline dearly here because Holt did well to win that. Good first time shot, well parried. McIntyre's first real glimpse of goal in the match. He certainly took the chance precisely enough. Headed away by McGowne. Then Beeman going across behind Welsh. Here's Bingham, he's onside. Here's French waiting in the centre. Back it comes to Smith. Beautifully finished. A delightful goal from Andy Smith. Dunfermline go 2 ahead, and Kilmarnock once again split wide open in defence by one ball over the top. Bingham checked through the linesman, saw it was onside. A great pull back, but what a very calm finish. The back four caught completely square there, allowing Bingham to break in behind them. The pull back with French taking the attention of the defenders left Smith with that shooting chance. Holt's pass reaches MacPherson. He has Bagan ahead. Brown makes a run. McIntyre's in the far post area. MacPherson appeared to run out of ideas rather. That was forced an error from Westwater though. Here's Bagan. Back it comes to Reilly. Interception made by Sharp. That's good play by McGowne. Westwater coming for this. McIntyre rejects. Come on, they get back in the match. Jim McIntyre scores and then takes the thump from goalkeeper Westwater. He mistimed that, the keeper. Very dangerous ball in, played by Kevin McGowne. The keeper came just a fraction late. McIntyre was tall and brave into the touch. This speaks volumes for Jim McIntyre's courage. This headed goal, the flighted ball from McGowne. He was closely marked there by Todd, but getting in front of both Todd and Westwater. Still taking time for the cover. Get that needle touch on. That's McKee looking for Holt. Then Beeman's in trouble. Holt again. Now McIntyre. Brown. Good snapshot on the tongue. Well, it was even then Beeman who into the real Fankel here against Gary Holt, who was strong enough to stand up to the defender. Wait for the break of the ball. This was awkward. McIntyre using his aerial power here, chesting that down for Brown. The shooter. Kilmarnock in a huge hurry here to get the ball forward. Time rapidly running out for them. Premier League survival still very much in the balance. Away by Welsh. Kerr, the covering player. There's French. Good attack again from Dunfermline. Be launched in now by Kerr. McGowne is waiting for it in the box with McIntyre. It's won by Todd. Calmly away by McCulloch. A cup tie finish this. All Moores with the better of MacPherson. There's Bingham available inside. Still Moore. To Bingham. That would have settled it. Oh, it's good play here. Alan Moore doing a splendid job up front, virtually in his own at this stage, but he had options now inside. One of them was Bingham. The shot was away from Lekovic. It's very close indeed. The last big effort perhaps played right in the danger area. Todd doing well once more in the air. French back defending. Here's Bingham now. Can he take this for a run? That's good play. Much better play this time by Bingham. Brian Rice on the outside. This could tie it up for Dunfermline. They can make this count. It's a good ball in, and Fraser with a chance. That's Smith. 3-1 to Dunfermline. All the arguments are over now. Great break set up by Bingham. Then Brian Rice fired the ball across. Fraser had a chance. So too did Andy Smith. Slack defending. And the Dunfermline have ended their season at home at East End Park with a real flourish for their supporters. Another important victory as they try to claim 5th place in the Premier Division. Well, Kilmarnock went for broke there, sending everyone forward in the last few minutes of the game to try to save this. They paid the ultimate penalty It's the end of the game. A disastrous result really for Kilmarnock, who did not perform at all on the day. They did get a little bit of life provided by Jim McIntyre's headed goal at 51 minutes. That came 2 minutes after Andy Smith had made it 2-0 to Dunfermline. He was the maker of the opening goal, the scorer of the second, and then in the last seconds, the scorer of the third. So a triumph in the end for Smith and for Dunfermline, but for Kilmarnock, the knife edge remains in their fight to stay in the Premier Division. It's Dunfermline 3, Kilmarnock 1. I can remember standing here a year ago when you were just promoted to the Premier Division. Would you have imagined you could be lying 5th at this stage?
No, we didn't joke, in all fairness. We always thought, you know, it was always going to be to survive in the Premier League. As the season has went on, I think we're there on our merits, to be honest. But no, we never imagined we'd be sitting in this position.
This is as flat a performance as I've seen from your team for some time.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, Joe. We seem to play better when the games are coming thick and fast. And every time we've had a break through a Scotland international or one thing or another, we come back and we're a bit lacklustre. I felt the last half hour we get right back into the game, and maybe if we'd have got a break in the 18-yard box, we might have got a goal, but it wasn't to be, and Dunfermline came through and got the winner and last kick of the ball.
I think you feel you need something by way of points in the next couple of games?
I would think so. We've just got to try our best in each every game, as I've said before. We've got nothing today, but we've got to keep our heads up and go on with it and try and make up to supporters on Wednesday against Celtic.
That was a result that takes Dunfermline closer to a top 5 finish. Not bad for a team tipped pre-season for relegation. And defeat for Kilmarnock leaves the Cup finalists still sweating over their Premier future. Hibs aren't safe yet either. Mother will remain favourites for the playoff.